I'm Storm Team 8 meteorologist Matt Kirkwood with yet again another snow conditions report as we head into mid-February. And starting out a report, I never want to do it with this type of map, but that's just the way the winter has gone so far. Temperatures more or less above average, anywhere essentially from eastern Rockies to the East Coast, above average temperatures. That includes the Great Lakes, and of course with those mild temperatures close to 7 degrees above average in January, and right now we're running a little over 4 degrees above average for the month of February. Obviously, that usually results in a deficit of snow, running close to 13 inches going into this weekend in Grand Rapids, almost 28 inches in Muskegon. But with all that being said, it really looks like overall a decent weekend. I have yet to see this 100% snow cover across the state. And even portions of central southern lower Michigan, you can take advantage of the snow out there. How much snow is on the ground? Well, about 3 inches reported this morning in the Grand Rapids area Friday morning, 6 inches Ludington, Lansing coming in with 3, 5 inches in Kalamazoo. And I think for the first time in a long time, especially after a cold front moves through with a little bit of snow on Saturday night, I think you can actually take advantage of some of the snowmobile trails in Muskegon, Oceana, and Newaygo counties. You certainly can do so up to the north. You can see a good solid foot of snow, if not more, anywhere from Houghton Lake, the Grayling area, right up 75, almost 20 inches in the Gaylord area. Vanderbilt reporting 18 inches, also East Jordan. Close to a foot in Traverse City, and once you cross the bridge, we're looking great. Over 3 feet of snow depth at Marquette, and Grand Marais reporting 41 inches. The most I can find in the southern tip of the Keweenaw Peninsula, right around 49 inches in Painesdale. So looking really good across the state. More good news, we're not going to melt any snow this weekend. We're actually going to freshen things up just a little bit with a clipper system moving in. It looks like or a weak trough later on Saturday. That will produce not a lot of snow, but a trace to 2 inches as it looks in most areas. Could be a little bit of an enhancement just on the lee side of Lake Michigan, or the windward side of lee side of Lake Michigan. Nonetheless, much of the state will freshen the snowpack up. The forecast a little more robust for the GFS model, gives areas, especially along the lakeshore, upwards of 2 to 3 inches. So we'll see if that pans out. High temperatures in the 20s. For much of, it looks like much of Saturday, a few 30s out there as well, or coming close to 30. But here's the deal. It's not going to come close to feeling that way on Saturday. Strong wind out of the west-southwest. You can see some of those wind gusts, or actually sustained winds, will likely remain right around 15 to 25 miles an hour. I do expect some wind gusts over 30 to 35 miles an hour. Of course, that's going to produce wind chill temperatures, I think, the start of Saturday right around 0. So if you're one of those folks that likes to get out early on the slopes, keep in mind it's going to be cold. They'll rebound a little bit, but still likely remaining only in the teens during the afternoon on Saturday. So you're going to have to cope with a pretty good wind on Saturday. Not the case on Sunday. High temperatures on Sunday, more of a striation. You can see cold readings, a little bit of Arctic air trying to move into the UP with some teens for highs, 20s throughout. It looks like northern Michigan, anywhere from about M32 to the north. Here's a temperature trend. Once again, as that Arctic air retreats, there really isn't much in sight. Coldest days look like Wednesday and Thursday of next week, with temperatures much of the time above the freezing mark. Although we should see a little bit of snow, especially across the northern parts of the state with a system moving in later on Monday and the Tuesday time frame. It'll likely be a mix here in southwest lower Michigan. There goes the Arctic air departing. Pacific air taking over for this weekend and likely residing for much of next week as well, as the Arctic air kind of continues to bottle up to our north as we progress into the weekend. You can see very close to us, but it's going to remain to the north. Here's the latest 8 to 14-day temperature outlook, and we're kind of used to that. Above average temperatures expected throughout the Great Lakes. That time frame is February 21st through the 27th, although there's some hints maybe the very tail end of the month and into early March, we may start to see some colder air start to move in. Of course, if that happens, I'll update you on that. And remember the active pattern we had last week? Well, that looks like it's going to shift to the southern parts of the United States, with either near to below average here across the Great Lakes. But hey, we get an extra day for many of us with President's Day, plus it's Valentine's weekend. Take advantage of the snow. It should be overall a great weekend.